this goalkeeper pulled off a genius move to save the penalties. And this guy, he messed with Cristiano Ronaldo and instantly regretted it. These are some of the most unbelievable penalty moments in football. If it hadn't been caught on camera, no one would believe this. The player hit the crossbar and the keeper ran off celebrating, but his joy didn't last long. A Russian player decided to take a penalty in the most unexpected way. Take a close look at this image. Notice the notes on the goalkeeper's water bottle? No doubt those scribbles helped him with those insane saves. Almost at the very end of the game, the ref pointed to the spot. But check out what happened next. No one saw that coming. In this one, the goalkeeper totally got inside Sergio Ramos's head. The trash talk worked, and the strategy paid off. What about here? The ref gave a pretty questionable penalty. While he was checking VAR, Szczesny made a cheeky bet with Messi.
We spoke before the penalty. I told him I can bet him €100 that he wasn't going to give it, so I've lost the bet against Messi.
Well, he lost the bet. But yeah, he did it right before the penalty kick. Still, the most unbelievable penalty in World Cup history has to be this one. I mean, who even tries a Panenka in a World Cup final? But if you remember, you know that story didn't have a happy ending. Joe Hart took one of the cleanest penalties I've ever seen. Seriously, for a goalkeeper to pull that off? Insane. And right after that, he even saved a penalty. And what about this guy here? He tried to get fancy and totally messed up his shot. No doubt he was dying of embarrassment. In a miracle moment, this keeper saved a sure goal with his feet. Nobody could believe what just happened. Kepa was subbed in just to stop a penalty and somehow managed to do that. And to top it all off, even took a shot himself. What a way to seal the deal. Now tell me, was that fall part of the plan, or was the striker just embarrassing himself? Check out this keeper's luck. This one's easily one of the wildest plays in the whole video. The keeper blocked the penalty, saved the rebound too, and then the defense came in to clear it all away. A Panenka is always beautiful to watch, but what about when it goes completely wrong? Ederson from Manchester City tried to mess with the shooter's head by pointing to a side. But yeah, looks like that mind game didn't really pay off.
And he's done it. He sent Ederson the wrong way.
This goalkeeper saved 3 penalties in a shootout and became a total legend in that tournament. Now, let's get into some of the best penalty celebrations, starting with this one right here. Mbappe was a real team player in this moment. He gave the goalkeeper heads up, and the Frenchman was totally right. The most important penalty of Suarez's career wasn't even one he took. After getting sent off for this crazy handball, he watched from the stands as the opposing player missed the shot that could have knocked Uruguay out of the World Cup. And of course, who couldn't forget Dibu Martinez's performance in the 2022 World Cup shootout? Besides being insanely good, he turned up the mind games hard. This is one of the slickest penalties of all time. It's that classic Ronaldinho-style shot. Kick it one way, look the other. Now, this penalty was special not just because of the goal, but because of who was watching. That's Rio Ferdinand, CR7's former teammate, totally hyped as the Portuguese star scored.
that, man. You deserve that.
But the story took a wild turn in this match. The keeper saved the penalty, but committed a foul in the process. He got a yellow card and then was sent off. With no subs left, the team had to throw an outfield player in goal. And just look at what he pulled off. Even Mbappe has gotten nervous before a penalty. Luckily for him, the ref ordered a retake. But yeah, it just wasn't his day. Everyone knows Dibu Martinez to mess with players after a save, but Zaha, he got sweet revenge for every striker out there. Wonder what he whispered back? Speaking of cheeky goalkeepers, check out this guy's swagger after saving a Panenka. The striker was not having it. What about this one? The keeper saved Haaland's penalty and started mocking him. Too bad the shot was ruled invalid, and Haaland got his revenge on the redo. That penalty might just be Neymar's biggest moment with Brazil. It won them their first Olympic gold medal and served as payback for the brutal 7-1 loss to Germany. This guy did something no one had ever seen. He literally tucked the ball into the net. Neymar had a whole convo with the keeper before this shot, but when it was go time, he showed why he's world class. In another moment, Neymar pulled off a cold-blooded finish that left the goalkeeper frozen. Same match, another penalty for Neymar. This time, he added a little taunt before the kick, and the result? Absolute magic. This striker was clearly having an off day. And when it was time to take the penalty, the bad luck continued. Now check out this insane shot. Not even two keepers would have stopped that one. In women's football, this player took her penalty in a pretty unusual way. But hey, at least she showed some serious skill. Salah's known for being a great penalty taker, and in this moment, he scored a huge goal for his national team, Egypt. The emotion that day was off the charts. Here, Memphis Depay went for a Panenka, but made a huge mistake. The whole thing ended in a bit of a mess. You've seen a few failed Panenkas so far, but check out this one. It was perfect, landing right in the top corner. Missing a penalty is already rough, but imagine this. The fans must have gone absolutely wild. This might be the most dramatic penalty shootout you'll ever see.
Burst the West of that trust. They certainly can. Not big enough for Naismith's part. Yes. Very perfect. Succeed. Hold his nerve. Oh, just does score. Round. No! Scores. And does score. Here's John Stones. Oh. And does. And scores. Get the score off. Here's Amalfitano. Steps up and scores. Must score. Oh,
after a mix of solid and shaky shots, Everton and West Ham were tied at 8-8. It was time for the keepers to step up. The first one did this.
Can he hold his nerve against Adrian? Just off the underside of the crossbar and out.
Then the other keeper had the chance to seal the win and ended up doing that.
Looks like he's going for power. Ole! And West Ham are through to a fourth-round tie.
Dibu Martinez tried to mess with the shooter before the kick, and believe it or not, it actually worked. Bruno Fernandes totally embarrassed the keeper with this shot and made sure to rub it in. Look how calm this player was walking up for the penalty. Luckily, he nailed it, because if he hadn't, the crowd would have booed him hard. A lot of football fans have probably seen this moment and just shook their heads in disbelief. Would something like that even be allowed today? And the answer is yes. Messi and Suarez actually pulled off a similar move. In this one, the keeper tried to guess the direction, but after the striker scored, he couldn't resist mocking him a little. Alexander Pato tried to take the penalty in style, but yeah, that didn't go so well. Did that shot end up outside the stadium? Even the biggest football stars miss penalties sometimes, just like Cristiano Ronaldo did in this moment. But to make up for it, check out this absolute masterclass from the Portuguese legend. He nailed it and followed up with his signature celebration. Look closely at this one. Do you think that was a goal or not? What about this Panenka, way off target? This might have been one of the hardest hit penalties ever. This keeper was so sure nobody could score on him, but after mocking none other than Pirlo, the Italian stepped up and showed him exactly how it's done. Watch this play closely. Rudiger helped out his keeper big time. During this shot, the player slipped and launched the ball way off target. Xabi Alonso came over to comfort him and then stepped up to take the next penalty himself. Yeah, something definitely felt off there. Have you ever seen Courtois scoring a penalty? Honestly, his shot was cleaner than a lot of strikers out there. And after that goal, check out the crowd's reaction. It was a huge moment, since that penalty decided the title. Now look who this keeper tried to mess with. Of course, it didn't work. Cristiano stepped up and buried an absolute screamer. Now, this guy had real style. No doubt he planned that celebration in advance, and everything went perfectly. Here, the keeper stretched as far as he could and managed to stop the shot with his feet. Messi just wasn't having a good day when he did this. He's not known for that kind of mistake. This is another rare sight in football. Beckham fell for the mind games and sent the ball flying way off target. Would you have the guts to take a penalty like this in front of your home fans? This player was taking forever to set up his shot and then hit that? In this moment, the keeper literally danced in front of the kicker, and somehow it worked. Here's Courtois again, but this time things didn't go his way. Here, the keeper made the save, but then committed another foul. Luckily for him, the ref let it slide. What about this play? You've probably never seen anything like it. How did the ball end up right on the goal line? And this ridiculously smooth penalty? That's Neymar Jr., no doubt. This goalkeeper saved the penalty in a pretty unusual way. Watch how the play unfolds.
With the approach. Oh! Sterling with a fantastic dive. Old instant replay. Oh! Every extreme. Probably wondering when. Oh! Sweet butter ball drills Sterling right in the face. That man's nose.
Good thing it wasn't all just a joke. For a little comic relief, check out this penalty. If nothing else, the creativity was off the charts. Want to see pure class? Just take a moment to enjoy this shot. What do you think this keeper was drinking? Whatever it was, he pulled off a spectacular save. Pretty sure we mentioned earlier that Salah is a great penalty taker, but in this one, he missed twice. Just wasn't his lucky day. This guy looked like he was taking a goal kick, not a penalty. And Harry Kane? Yeah, he did the exact same thing. Now check out what happened to this poor player during the shot. The ref pointed to the spot and sent off the goalkeeper. So, guess who stepped up to take his place? Rio Ferdinand. He almost made the save. And then there's this penalty shootout, which has one of the most unbelievable stories ever. The players were so fed up with the officiating that they started missing on purpose. Yeah, seriously. Even the goalkeeper didn't bother trying to stop the opponent's shots. Check out how Ibrahimovic completely embarrassed the keeper with this shot. This penalty looks like something straight out of a kid's game, but nope, it actually happened in professional football. Now here's a hilarious clip. Obviously it was just for fun, but still the penalty was low-key genius. The Japanese are known for clever plays, and this one was definitely creative, though a bit weird. But hey, a goal's a goal. During this tense shootout between Portugal and England, the keeper was laser-focused and went all in on the celebration after the save. And yeah, Neymar is back in the spotlight once again in this video. This time, Neymar didn't do so well. This play might not feature any big-name stars, but it's easily one of the most beautiful moments you'll ever see. Back in the early days, Neymar was all about those stutter steps. In this penalty, he hit a double pause and left the keeper completely frozen. This next moment happened years ago, but it went down in football history. Did you catch what happened? The shot was so powerful it ripped through the net. But the craziest part? The ref didn't count the goal. And a back heel penalty? Ever seen one of those?